Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. If you're new to the channel and you haven't before, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's an exciting time of the year. The new 2027 Toyota Tacoma is coming soon, and it's rumored that we're in the midst of a mid-model refresh. So I thought I'd go out, see what the consensus is, I guess, as to what Toyota is going to do with the 2027 Tacoma. And is it any better? Is it what we're going to like? Is it really going to change that much? Let's go ahead and take a look. It says here, the 2027 Toyota Tacoma is highly anticipated to receive a mid-cycle refresh, bringing key tech upgrades, cosmetic exterior revisions, and interior comfort tweaks to keep it dominating the mid-size truck class. Now, this is certainly needed, right? Because we've got some tech issues with connectivity for Android and Apple. We've also got a few complaints, I guess, about seating comfort, so much so that people are looking at putting those jacker things up to change the angles of the seats, right? So it'll be interesting to see if Toyota addresses those and maybe improves at least the connectivity or the Bluetooth issue. Here are the primary expectations changes for the 2027 Toyota Tacoma lineup. Exterior design refinements. This is interesting. I'll be curious if they're doing anything to the exterior. The fourth gen truck is tracking toward a styling update to maintain its aggressive modern look. Restyled front fascia, a revised hexagonal pattern grille paired with narrower, sharper headlight clusters inspired by Toyota's newer global SUV design language. So maybe they're going to make it look a little bit more like a Sequoia or something, a 4Runner? Not exactly sure. Updated rear styling. Refreshed, more prominent LED taillight graphics and a slightly altered tailgate structure. They need to do something with the tailgate, right? A lot of people complain that the tailgate doesn't work right. It gets stuck if you put a cover on it or something. I'm not sure that's exactly what they're talking about, but nonetheless, that needs to be addressed as well. New paint palette. Of course, Toyota always releases new paint colors every year, right? And they usually have the Pro specific, and then the next year it drops down to the other trim levels, like the TRD versions. It says here, rumors suggest a few fresh exterior colors, including a newly added pitch gray paint option paired with aggressive interior accents. That's usually what Toyota does, right? They add all these little touches and things. They're not really doing anything to the truck. It's all aesthetic. I would guess that's going to happen. Smarter cab tech and infotainment. Technology is where the 2027 Tacoma is heavily focusing its mid-cycle enhancements. But what does that mean? A faster processor. The central infotainment setup is expected to inherit upgraded processors, resulting in quicker touch response and snappy cloud navigation. Screen accessibility. A larger 14-inch multimedia display is rumored to trickle down, I guess, as standard equipment to a wider selection of middle-tier trims. So we're going to bring that screen a little bit lower down. Again, something that Toyota tends to do and offer it in the lower trims, probably to justify a price increase, right? Updated driver software, better voice recognition integration alongside highly customizable screen layouts for the digital gauge cluster. It's pretty customizable right now. Cabin comfort improvements. In response to driver feedback regarding the initial 4th gen layout, minor internal repackaging is expected. That's kind of vague. I don't know if that, again, means they're going to address the seat comfort. We shall see. Optimized seating. Subtle adjustments to the rear seat cushion angles and contouring to optimize tight rear legroom for double cab variants. That's a pretty big complaint amongst a lot of Toyota Tacoma owners, and I agree. There's really little room in the back seat if you're an adult. Now, if you're a child of maybe smaller size from about 10 years down, not so bad, but still pretty tight back there, particularly if you have the TRD Pro version And I'll be interested to see if they offer the Pro without the isolator seat thing. You know, the seat shocks that take up about this much room when you only have about this much room anyway, right? I would think, after all of the complaints out there about that they would offer maybe a version of the Pro where you don't have to have that. It's an option, in other words. We shall see. Premium cabin touches. Increased use of soft touch materials along the thick center console alongside enhanced soundproof insulation to isolate road noise. I don't really hear a lot of complaints about road noise. I don't really have any complaints about that myself. Some people do complain about no insulation under the hood, I guess, and I suppose that would be a road noise complaint, but I really don't notice it much myself. Powertrain and mechanical setup. The structural and mechanical backbone remains a major high point for the truck. Stout engines maintained, and I'm not talking about the rumored Toyota Stout. I just mean stout. The highly popular iForce Max Hybrid, 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque, and standard turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine will continue as the core powertrains. So all those rumors and things you hear out there about Toyota bringing back the V6 or Toyota putting, I guess, a twin turbo into the truck, basically the Tundra engine, that's not going to happen. It's not that we wouldn't like some of these things to happen, but it's just not realistic, right? Manual transmission safety. Unlike many key segment competitors that have completely abandoned the third pedal, or the manual transmission, Toyota continues to offer its 6-speed manual transmission on select trims like the TRD Off-Road. And I really, to this day, I am still shocked that Toyota is offering a manual transmission. Now, I know they only build a small number of them, right? So it's not like they're dedicating a lot of resources to doing this. Matter of fact, when I bought my manual back in 2020, 7 model years ago, they've kept it around even that long. I had to order it. I didn't have to order it. I chose to order it, but I was told that Toyota only builds the manuals, I think it's either 2 or 3 months on and then 2 or 3 months off throughout the year. So you'll have a period, I think it's 2 months, where no manuals are being produced at all. And then they'll kick in and build them for a couple months and so on. And that's why they're so difficult to find. One, they're only producing them every other 2-month period, if you will. And they're not producing very big numbers. Still, again, I'm really surprised that they're going to continue to offer the manual. Anyway, that's the latest scoop on the 2027. Of course, Toyota will be coming out with their own official press release, probably on December 31st. You know, the way Toyota does things, who knows. Here's some pictures. These are, I guess, renderings, I suppose, of what the 2027 might look like. A couple more aggressive, I guess, than one. One kind of simply looks like it does right now, which is pretty much what I suspect is going to happen. We shall see. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, check out the other videos on the channel. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't before, and we'll see you next time on the web. Bye.